Yo guys, how you doing? It's me, tomironi123, bringing you guys another custom tactics video. Today guys, we'll be going over my very popular and probably the best 4-2-3-1 on YouTube, guys. This 4-2-3-1 actually gets your lamb and ram involved, gets your wing backs going forward, at the same time creating a beautiful balance in the back to help you to defend as well on counter attacks, guys. There's gameplay at the end of one half just to show you kind of how this formation works and why it works. I'm using a testing account, as you can see. These players are not that great because I want to show you that it's possible with these kind of players, guys, to succeed. Now, if you enjoy, make sure to click like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it, guys. So it's going to be balanced 5 width, 5 depth, guys. Now 5 width because I like the balance that this formation already has in terms of width defensively. I don't think you need to mess around with that too much. I think you need to keep as balanced as possible. The 5 depth is important, right? If you put on 4 depth, you're a bit too defensive, guys. This formation is all about actually pushing up against your opponent and using 4-2-3-1 as a good transition formation. Remember, 4-2-3-1 is one of those formations which is all about balance and stability. It is not a transition formation. A transition formation is something like 4-3-1-2, where you go quickly into attack, or 3-5-2 or something like that, guys. But this is not it. But this is what we're trying to make it into. You know, we're trying to make it into that kind of powerful formation where you can get the ball back quickly and counter, guys. So 5 width, 5 depth is the way to go, first of all. Second, long balls, very important, guys. It helps to push up your players, you know. I always get complaints from people, how do I get my lamb and ram involved? How do I get my wing backs involved? This is exactly how to get them involved, guys. Long ball's the first step, so make sure to click long ball. Next, width, you want it on 6 players in the box. 6. Now the reason why you want 6 width and 6 players in the box, let me explain to you. 6 width because once again it's going to stretch out the opposition obviously a bit, because obviously your ram, your lamb are going to be staying a bit more wider, which allows you to obviously play a few more through balls. And at the end of the day, guys, the OP, what can you do? Second of all, 6 players in the box because you want to really put players in there, and I'll show you why in the gameplay. But obviously, at the same time, guys, like I said, it's very important to get those players into the box and create trouble for your opposition. The more players you have in there, the more trouble you're creating. But at the same time, you want to keep a good balance so you do not get countered, guys. So let's get into the play instructions. Stay forward on your striker. Some people would say stay central because I don't want him drifting and all that. Guys, just let him do his job. Trust your striker. That's the key thing I'm going to tell you today. Getting behind, not needed. You have long ball, guys. You're going to transition very quickly anyway, so don't worry about that. Now, your cam needs to be balanced, everything. The reason for this is because you don't want them to be, you know, if sometimes there will be opportunities where they're going to run into the box and it's going to help you, but there are times when it's going to really affect you negatively. So you want to make sure that they kind of create that balance for you. Your ram and your lamb both need to get into box for cross. Now this is what gets them involved. This, along with 6 players in the box, along with long ball, means that they're going to transition quicker than everyone else. It kind of makes them into wingers, and what this does is obviously it includes them a lot more in your attacks, and obviously helps you to utilize them in a positive way, so that they don't just disappear and you just don't know where the hell they're gone. That's why it's so good, guys. Now, one of your CDMs is going to be very defensive, so that's stay back, cover center. The other CDMs just cover center, guys, because he's going to be running box to box and help out the cam and creating the attacks, recycling the ball, and creating trouble for your opposition when it comes to that kind of stuff, guys. Your keepers on council cross the sweeper keepers always, guys, because you want to obviously get them to punch the ball out, you want them to run out early, all that kind of stuff. Your right back and your left back need to be unbalanced. This is so key, guys. The formation does not work if they're not unbalanced. The reason for this is because they push up into the right mid, left mid spot. Because of how the game is coded, this pushes up your ram and your lamb further forwards, meaning that they have to get involved. And obviously, if they're in the box at the back post, you can always RB exit them or R1 cross if you're on PlayStation. And at the end of the day, you're going to be creating trouble for the opposition because you have so many players running in there. And that's the whole point. You want to transition as quickly as possible, guys. And with that, let's get into the gameplay. As you guys can see, we're going to be facing an insane team over here. And I'll be showing you guys the first half so that you guys can kind of get that perspective of how this formation works and how to utilize it. And obviously, if necessary, we'll go into the second half, guys. In the top right, you should be able to see the controller input. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys as well. But let's just switch. There we go, ultra defense. That's why I put the 4-2-3-1. It's one of my favorite formations, guys. I'll be honest. Pro games, everything. It's so useful. It's very, very good at, you know, really pushing up your players and helping to get them involved. Obviously, I don't know. Yeah, Bergwijn's not going to deal with Zanetti there. And look, I'm not using a great team either. I'm using an absolute, you know, starter team to kind of just show you, look, this formation can work. You know, a lot of people do not see gameplay on tactics and stuff, but if you guys appreciate this kind of content, just let me know down in the comments below. It really means a lot to me. It means I'm doing something correct and I can help you guys out. And that's really it at the end of the day. I really want to be able to help you guys out and, you know, bring you all the content that you need to succeed, guys. But make sure to check out all my other content, pro club builds, all that kind of stuff, guys, because it's also fun. You know, we have to have a bit of fun because this game's already as bad as it is, guys. Here we go. Lucas is getting involved. See what I mean? And look at that. Rashford switched to his left. Maybe I should have shot it, but you know what? I wasn't expecting the opponent to cover it. I'll be honest with you. But you can already see the trouble you're creating. Rashford's a cam, and he's already there in the box, creating trouble for the opposition. And that's the whole point of it. Look at this. Quick transition. Quick transition. There we go. Lucas, Rashford. Look at that. Look at the quick transition. This is not something you see in the 4-2-3-1 usually. Quick attacks, which is exactly what you want. This is what can really throw off a lot of opponents, especially if they're very defensive. One of the best things you can do, there's the CM getting involved. Look at Lucas turning around to create space for Martial, who just can't pass it off. And there's Fredericks getting the ball back quickly. Bang. Oh, close from Rashford. Oh, look at that. Look at that press. But yeah, guys, this is exactly it. You can really throw your opponent off if you're quick with your attacks. And that's the whole point, guys. Martial's through. One. Oh, come on. I thought that was it. Oh, we have the space. That was so poor, man. I thought he was going to finesse it. Honestly, these players are not a dream to play with. I'll be honest with you guys. They're not a dream to play with at this point. They're so behind the power curve. But you can already see the strength of this formation. The way Fredericks got the ball back. The way you were able to just constantly attack. That's the whole point with this, guys. Really push your players up and create trouble. But look, now my right back and left back are settled. They're settled in their positions. And Fredericks should be able to deal with that. And bang, we got the ball. But we're going into the counter quick. You know, with the 4-2-3-1, the one problem with it is it's usually near impossible to counter with it because it's such a slow build-up formation. But this, you know, these tactics, this set of tactics is perfect. You know, if you want to really create trouble for the opposition. And that's why this 4-2-3-1 is honestly by far my favorite. And I genuinely think it's the best on YouTube. There's Martial, there's 1-0. I mean, guys, you know, it's all about movement as well. You got to remember in FIFA, it's as nonsense as the game is, there is still an importance to, you know, stuff like stretching out your opposition, all that. You know how in real life teams care about this kind of stuff, you know, tactical kind of side of things. It's very important in this as well. And, you know, I'd be silly to not mention it. With your ram and your lamb, stretching out the opposition, it gives you a lot more space in the middle, in the box. And it becomes a struggle, obviously, for your opponent. I made a mistake there. It becomes a struggle. Oh, nonsense. See, that kind of nonsense happens in every formation, guys. But it becomes a struggle for your opponent to really do something against you at that point. And look at this. He brings the defender around and he's already in trouble. Martial should be going around the keeper there. A bit unsuccessful. But like I said, I'm not playing with players that are capable of God knows what at this point in the game. But that's okay, as you guys can see. Look at Martial, still creating trouble. I tried to cut in on his right. But yeah, guys, and this is the beauty with this formation. Honestly, this is the beauty of this formation. Look at a constant press. I got my my left back's pushing up right now. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah, it's going to be a bit risky. But look at that. I get the ball back straight away. Pass it through to Martial. Turn around. Spin a Rooney. And if you guys are scared because you're like, oh, I'm not that good at defending. How am I supposed to do this and all that? Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be able to defend with as many players. It's okay, guys. It's okay. And I made a mistake there, guys. I made the same mistake the other guy made. Boom. Very good defending. Very good defending at the end of the day. And you can see, you know, I'm playing a high line here, but it's working, guys. It's working at the end of the day because the whole point of this is that, you know, you want to quickly get the counters going. Here we go, Lucas. Beautiful. Can we spin inside using the La Croqueta? We can. We get a bit lucky. Martial, little spin. Oh, look at that, man. It's just beautiful, guys, at the end of the day. It's just beautiful. And that's what you want to be seeing. You know, these kind of attacks, beautiful football goals. You know, none of that nonsense that some people you know, kind of advertise, if you get what I mean, guys. And if you like this tactic, make sure to check out my other ones, because there's something for everyone. And I have some ultra attacking tactics. I don't really make ultra defensive ones, but I have a 4-2-3-1 that can help you if you're trying to keep a lead. It's a 4-2-3-1 wide, obviously. Look at that, already making a run into the box, Bergwijn, creating trouble. But that's okay, the opponent gets away with it that time. You know, you're not going to go away with it every time, guys. Let's be honest. You're not going to score every chance. Some games are going to be harder, you know. Some games you're going to have to adapt and change your depth, change your width. That's okay, though, you know. As long as you're careful, look at that press that I'm able to do. And this guy's got an insane team as well. So you know, guys, this is pretty impressive from the formation. Oh, look at that. If you guys want to see me obviously play Weekend League with this team, let me know, man. I'll do it. It will be a bit of a challenge. I mean, I'll be happy to get Elite 3 at this point with this team because of how behind the power curve it is. But I'll give it a go. Especially because I'm on Xbox, I have a lot of tough competition. It's not as easy as PlayStation. Because on Xbox, it feels like everyone's a pro at this point because no one else plays. Oh, look at Martial spinning. Oh my gosh. And it lags. Of course it lags. EA Sports is in the game. More like it's in the bin. But yeah, unlucky. But yeah, so guys, that's what I'm trying to show you, that this is something that works. And you gotta be careful defensively. See, I'm backing off to cover the space. And look at how he can't. My opponent's not created anything, guys. Let's be honest, he's not created anything this half. Beautiful to see, really. This is exactly how this formation should be played. And this is how you make sure you can attack with the 4-2-3-1 at the end of the day. And I'm going to concede the anti. That would have been perfect timing, wouldn't it? In terms of that, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's helped you guys. And let me know if you want to see more, obviously. I'll be bringing down some skill tutorials as well, guys. So stay tuned for those, because I'm actually excited about those. And yeah, there we go. As the half ends, let's just go into the stats, guys. And yeah, guys, until next time, peace.